thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
So you're supposed to keep the commandments as an Israelite, man. That's the whole duty of man. That's the whole purpose, man. That's what we out here trying to tell you. We trying to prove to you you're an Israelite and tell you to come back to the Most High and keep the commandments, brother. Do you know some commandments we supposed to keep?
Can you name some?
Can I name some? They get Leviticus 11 and 7, man. Alright? And you get Leviticus 21 and 5. Bring that up.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divideth the hoof and be cloven-footed.
What's swine?
Pigs.
Alright, bring that up.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
So you're not supposed to eat pork, brother. That's a sin according to the Bible.
But what about cows?
Yeah, you can eat that. That's a clean. Those are clean animals. It describes that in yeah. Read that in verse 3.
Leviticus 11 and 3.
Start at 2.
Verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whosoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
So any animal that digests food and have a hoof and is divided, like a deer, an ox, or a cow, you can eat that. You see what I'm saying? But pig, it has the divided hoof, it's cloven-footed, but it does not digest its food. So it's unclean, you're not supposed to eat it. But read on Leviticus 11 and 9. Because we go get more into the dietary law.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whosoever have fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So we can eat fish, but it gotta have fins and scales.
Well, you know what? That's actually, if you check out, like diets, people have been dying, diseases have been brought from all of the shrimp and all of that other garbage. You know what I'm saying? It tells you in just science alone that is also not good for the human body.
Yeah, and science come from the Most High God.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that makes sense, because they bottom feeders.
And he told us from the beginning.
They don't eat
But
it.
we had to learn through our own trials and tribulations. When he told us
Yeah, we had to learn because we hard-headed, man. Get that in Ezekiel.
Exactly.
Get that in Ezekiel, man. I believe it's the third chapter, man. Yeah. That's because we hard-headed. Man, y'all gonna go all weird. There it goes. Come on, I'm all the way down. I know it's one in chapter 2 too. Get 27. This one in 2 too. I know it's one in 2 for sure. Yeah, get 2 and 3.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I sent thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why we had to learn the hard way, because we hard-headed people, man. We had to go through slavery, getting our backs beaten in, yokes of iron, serving our enemy, just to get it, man. We went through captivity after captivity after captivity, man. And still just couldn't get it right, man. And we still don't want to get it right to this day.
Have brothers ever heard of the School of Prophets?
The School of Prophets? Nah, not familiar with, huh?
Check it out on YouTube. They got their own webpage or whatever, but check it out on YouTube, man. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, they going to the they going to this. Let's get some more commandments for the brother. Get Numbers 15:38, man. Cause we gotta keep the commandments, brother. know what I'm saying? There's certain commandments we gotta keep. Bring that up. But this is where we congregate here, man. We just teach out here every Friday and Saturday. We'll be here every Friday and Saturday, Lord willing. Bring that up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
Remember the commandments and do them. That's why we all got these fringes on. This ain't a fashion statement. We not a damn rap band or something like that. We got these on to keep the commandments, to remember. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know that the Queen of England is sitting on her throne? She wears a robe that has fringes and the blue band that goes across it. They have stolen our knowledge, our commandments, and have used it and don't even teach it to us.
Yeah, they steal everything from us, man. Where's that Jacob the Former?
That's the biggest diamond in the world. It's a diamond made in Egypt, but for some reason, the Queen of England has it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pope Francis, I believe, he actually worships a black Jesus. God. And also,
Jeremiah 10:16.
word, he actually has King Solomon's gold tablets and whatnot in the empire.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's amazing. Yeah, right.
I agree. That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you need on it. I agree. Yes. That's what's up. Yeah, bring that up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the right of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
So Israel is the former of all things. That's why they steal everything we do. Like the whole yin and yang with Chinese people, that comes from the Most High, because he create good and evil. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they get all that type of stuff from, brother. You know what I mean? Get Leviticus 21:5. I got some more commandments. So you gotta get you some fringes, brother.
I know.
You gotta get the fringes, man.
know, man.
Etsy.com, Joanne Fabrics.
I was about to say, I got that. I got it on my phone. I need to see.
Yeah, get off the apocrypha. Get 5 and you gotta get 5 and 7. So right. Oh, that's Jeremiah 10:16.
What is that?
Huh?
What does that say?
Oh, that's what we just read.
Okay.
The Jacob is the former of all things. You know what I'm saying? Bring that up.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
See that? So you gotta make haste, man. You gotta make haste to return to them commandments, man. Anyone in Psalms, man? What is it, Psalms 119? I want to say it's early. It's like 119. Early in the chapter. Yeah, this is another command we're supposed to keep.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave the corner of their beards.
So,
You can grow a beard, man. You're supposed to let it all grow out, man. And you ain't supposed to go bald.
I bet you couldn't.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it. Yeah, I wouldn't have it. You know, I'll have it. Yeah, I wouldn't be up here. That's being a hypocrite in the sight of men. You know what I mean?
I was wondering the same thing too. I was gonna ask you about that.
Yep, that is it. Bring that up.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
See that? So King David said he made haste to keep the commandments. So you're supposed to, so you go home, you're supposed to run to order them fringes, man. You gotta preach that. Bring it up.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
See that? Yeah, so the Sabbath day will be Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Because the day start when the sun sets. Get that in Genesis. Genesis 1. Yeah. Because the so-called white man, he changed times and laws, which is another prophecy. I want to say it's Daniel 7 and 25, man.
I learned that in School of Prophecy.
But yeah, I want to get more on that. I want to get oh yeah, you can bring Isaiah 58 out. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, get 35. That's just 35. And you get Nehemiah 13 and 16. We'll bring that up.
It's the book of Exodus. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 2.
Yeah, I had to explain that last point. So on the Sabbath, though, you're not supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do no work on the Sabbath. That's what he was bringing out. And it's the seventh day. You're supposed to remember it to keep it holy.
But by not doing work, what does that mean, though? Does that not even mean laboring for food? Like cooking or something like that?
Yeah, that's fun. We finna get right into that. We finna get into that. That's good that you asked. That's a great question. But like this ain't work. This is righteous work. Like this is us doing work for the Most High. But you ain't supposed to go help build a house. And you going into slavery. You supposed to help build. You supposed to help. You're supposed to help build. I mean, you ain't supposed to go. Go to work building, or if you got a job. That's why we gotta have grace, because you gotta work on that day, but you got a chance to take off, things like that. But you ain't supposed to do servitude work. You gotta read that out real quick. You got it. Because if not, you can just go back to 35.
Most I give us a day of rest. Society, they don't give us like a day of rest.
It's a day of rest. Did Genesis 1 though. I want to show them that the sun dropping is a new day. Yeah. But yeah, we're about to get into cooking. That's funny you said. No, just get that too.
The book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
Shall be what?
Shall be put to death.
That's how serious the Sabbath was, man. You get put to death for not for working on the Sabbath.
Verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
See that? So you can't kindle a fire on the Sabbath day. Meaning you cannot cook on the Sabbath day. I mean, you can eat a salad or make yourself a bowl of cereal, eat a cold Pop-Tart,
Sandwich.
But guess what? It's one day. It's one day.
That's something I needed to know.
Yeah, Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown. You got that, Genesis?
Friday is
Yeah, Genesis 5, yep. It is to show you the day.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
That the evening and the morning was the first day. Evening is when the sun sets. But the white man came in power and changed everything up. Like the New Year is really in April, man. It's like late March, early April. You know what I'm saying?
What's your name, brother?
My name is Tay, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
nice to
man.
meet you, brother, man.
You got literature for this, brother?
Any literature, please, I'll take
We got some literature for you, man. You're an Israelite according to the Bible, man. You gotta.
Go, my bus right there, man. That literature.
Hey, he needs some literature. Hurry up. Hurry up. Eli, he need literature. Oh, Salaki. All praises, all praises. Shalom, shalom. You see that? All right, brother, you gotta get the book. Hey, y'all got a minute for the Bible, man? Hey, you an Israelite, brother? You want to learn something, man? You don't want to learn nothing? Wow. Brothers don't even want to learn. Get Isaiah 1 and 3, man. It's rebellious as hell, man.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
You don't even give a damn, man. You got that? You holding that, brother? Bring it up.
Just the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have not none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no understanding.
That brother ain't want to learn his nationality, but I seen his little homeboy walking past throwing up damn gang signs, man. So they wise to do evil, man. Hey, you an Israelite? You trying to learn? All praises, all praises, all praises. So what's your nationality? You don't know? Get Jeremiah 17:4. Cause that's a problem. If I ask a so-called white woman her nationality, she gonna say, yo, I'm German, I'm Scottish, Britain. You ask a black man, they say I'm Baptist, or they say they are color, or they say they African American, which is the name of two white people, Leo Scipios Africanus and Americo Vespucci. Why is that? Bring it up.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So he said you go discontinue from your heritage. Because if I ask you what's your heritage, what could you what is it? Hip hop music? Twerking? Smoking weed? You see what I'm saying? Get 20, look like y'all's getting it. Sirach 24 and 23. I might be having it backwards, it might be 23, 24. I think it's 24, 23. You see.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance and to the congregation of Jacob.
So he commanded the law that's in his Bible for a heritage to the congregation of Jacob. And we are the congregation of Jacob. How do you prove that? With the curses. Get Deuteronomy 28:15. We'll get into some curses. Hey, this ain't for y'all, man. We racist, man. Ain't that all?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake.
You see that? He said these curses gonna come upon us and overtake us. If you don't keep you heard that? He said if you don't keep the commandments, curses gonna come upon you and overtake you. So we go into some of these curses and see what happened. Or just so you know what's going on, though, this is Moses talking to the Israelites after he got us out of captivity. He said, you do the commandments, you'll be blessed. If not, you're going to be cursed. Give verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
If you look around Detroit, Baltimore, D.C., Compton, Oakland, Miami, anywhere, who live in curse in the city? You say what? Who getting shot in the street? Innocent people? Nah, it's our people, man. We the people that's cursing the city. You see that? That's Emmett Till, man. You see that sign? You see that timeline? A horrific thing the white man done to us? That's a timeline full of things that happened to us since we came across them damn heathens, man. You see what I'm saying? So we curse in the city. We the ones who get the first fired, last hired. We the ones at the bottom of society. As a matter of fact, I think, was that you right now? We just seen the net worth of black people in Boston was $8. We the people that's cursed in the city. And he said you're gonna be cursed in the field. Who was cursed in the field? Who got their back whipped in? Who was picking cotton from sun up to sundown? That was our people. Because we the people of the Bible. Give verse 54. Matter of fact, give 41.
Deuteronomy 28 and 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
You ever seen 12 Years a Slave? When they having kids and they was getting split up and they was going into captivity? So this is another curse that fell upon the Israelites. Get verse 54. No, get verse 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with the gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
So he said, since you didn't want to serve me, you have to serve your enemies. One thing we got to serve them for is in hunger. What was the last thing you ate? Some chips. You had to go into some Ishmaelite, you had to go into an Arab store to get that or something, right? We didn't own that. And if you get anything from all the food in your refrigerator come from Kroger's or Walmart or any grocery store. That's not owned by our people. You got to serve your enemies for hunger. And what else?
And in thirst.
In thirst. Don't we got to pay for water and it falls off the sky?
Right.
Don't we got to get Fago and don't we got to get don't we got to get Fago and everything else from the so-called white man? Read on.
And the nakedness, and the want of all things.
So we got to serve our enemy in nakedness, all the clothes we got on from the so-called white man, and the want of all things. The birth certificate, death certificate. You want to go out the country. You want to vote. You got to go to school. You want a job. You got to serve your enemy for that. And what this enemy go do to you?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed you. That's clearly talking about our people. You see what I'm saying? We the people who had yokes of iron upon us. Now get verse 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
He said you was tender among each other and delicate. Now you're gonna have an evil eye toward your brother. What that sound like? It's black on black crime.
You ever watch Mental Society? What about Boys in the Hood? What about Juice? Those movies is example, like the person have evil eye toward each other.
You got an evil eye toward our brother. And what else?
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
You're going to have an evil eye towards your kid, right? Towards the remnant of your child.
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall take to Cedar Point.
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall go take to the moon.
Which he shall lead.
So he said you're going to have an evil eye towards your brother, toward the wife of your bosom, and toward your children, which you go leave. Now, who known for leaving their kids? You said what? Who's known for leaving their kids? The so-called black man. The black fathers is known. You don't see Indians or Chinese fathers missing. It's always the so-called blacks and Hispanics. We known for leaving our kids and having an evil eye toward our brother. Like the brother was bringing out, Juice and Menace to Society. All those are examples of us having an evil eye toward our brother. Now get the ultimate curse, man. Now this is the last curse we're going to give you out the Bible to prove that you are an Israelite according to the Bible. And there's no way around it. Yeah, 68. Oh yeah. Yeah, 68 sealed the deal, you know what I mean? That's the ultimate curse, as in, you know, it's the worst.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. Now, we were slaves in Egypt. He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. What you think he's saying right there? He going to bring you back into slavery. But the Bible actually tells you that. Let's go ahead and bring it up. You got it.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. Another word for bondage is slavery or captivity. So when he said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt, he said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery. But how is he going to bring us back into slavery? Let's see what the Bible said. This was written thousands of years ago, by the way. So it's a prophecy. Bring that up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
How we get to America?
With ships.
You see that? He said you're going to go to slavery with ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You won't see your homeland again.
And there you shall be sold into your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So who was taken captive into slavery, the house of bondage, with ships, sold to their enemy and never seen their homeland again? Who that happened to? Black people, right. So-called black people, because you ain't the same color as your jacket. You would be an Israelite. If this happened to the Israelites, what would that make us according to the Bible? If the Israelites was gonna go to slavery on ships and never see their homeland, and that happened to us, who does that make us according to the Bible? The 29:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
With who?
The children of Israel.
You hear that, sister? He said he made this covenant with the children of Israel. So who would they make you according to the Bible? You said what? What'd she say?
Speak up.
Nope. Read 29:1 one more time.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
The children of Israel. So you would be an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
You see that? He said the Israelites was going to go to slavery on ships. So if we the people who went to slavery on ships, and we don't know who we are, that means we're the Israelites. We got the evil eye toward our brother. We leave our kids. Our kids went to slavery. We curse in the city. And we ultimately went to slavery on ships. So you will be an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
Alright? So you're not black. That's a color out of a crayon box, man. That's a color. We are not black. You're a Hebrew Israelite. Your father a so-called black man? Is your dad a so-called black man? Is your father, is he a so-called black man? Yeah, so you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Get Hebrews 7:14. Yeah, 7:14. And you get Joel 2:27. Because we finna see who else come from the tribe of Judah.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. For it is evident
Meaning it's a fact.
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
And our Lord sprang out of what?
Out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
You see that? So it said our Lord sprang out of Judah. That's talking about Jesus, who the world called Jesus Christ. He came out of the tribe of Judah. So if he walked the earth right now, they'll call him a nigger. They'll call him a Negro, an Afro-American. Did you know that Christ was a so-called black man in the Bible? You know he black? You got hair like wool? Yeah, so you from the tribe of Judah. You an Israelite. We're the same people. Because everybody in the Bible is black. Get 14 and 2, Jeremiah. Make sense? You be an Israelite. You got Joel 2:27. Bring that up. This is the importance of being an Israelite and not saying you black ever again.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
I'm in the midst of black people.
That I am in the midst of Israel.
In the midst of Africa.
In the midst of Israel. And that I am the Lord your God and none else.
He said, I'm the Lord your God and none else.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
See that? He said he in the midst of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, he's your God and none else.
That's right.
And you shouldn't be ashamed of that. You should love that. You should love that Deuteronomy 7:6. You should love that the Most High chose you above all nations. But why we in this lower state? Because we didn't keep the commandments. That's the only reason why when you look around, we cursing the city. Because we didn't keep the commandments. After this, we're going to bring out some commandments for you so you'll know what to keep.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
No, man was created equal.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We below the white man?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
See that? They tell you all man was created equal, but the Most High God said you above all people on the face of the earth. Who looked the best? Who sing the best? Who rapped the best? Who dribbled the best ball? Throw the best ball? Who invented everything? We did. We the best people on the planet, man. No way around it, man. We better than them so-called. We better than you, man. We better than him. We better than him. You see that? We better than he got recessive genes. He burned in the sun. Blonde hair is a plague, a leprosy in the head. He got green, funny eyes, man. That's a recessive gene, man. We greater than them. You see what I'm saying? He couldn't stand a chance against an Israelite, man, in anything. We get an unfair shot, and we still better than them at everything. They still want to be us. And we damn in slavery right now. We had our lowest estate, and everybody still want to be like us, man. Now we gonna get some commandments for you to keep. Because as an Israelite, you're supposed to keep the commandments. You're supposed to be holy. You're supposed to be set apart from all these other nations. Get Deuteronomy 22 and 5, man. And get Leviticus 11 and 7. Right? We bring out this first commandment. A lot of women hate this first commandment, man. They can't deal with it. Bring it up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
You see that? So what do women... man, come on, man. So you going into captivity, man.
Back up.
Get the hell out of here. So yeah, you supposed to wear... you're supposed to wear that which... you're not supposed to wear that which pertaineth unto a man. What all the men up here got on? Pants. So what does that mean you not supposed to wear? You're not supposed to wear pants. All praise. So you see them sisters over there? What all they got on? Dresses. You see that? So what that mean you supposed to do? All praise. All praise. You're supposed to wear dresses as a woman. Because if we all had on dresses up here, you wouldn't take us seriously. You see what I'm saying? Bring it up.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but with good works.
You see that? So you're supposed to have modest apparel as well. You ain't supposed to have no skin tight dress on either. You're supposed to have on the modest dress. You see that? So that's a commandment. So that means you got to start wearing dresses, modest dresses, because you love God, right? Get 1 John 5 and 3, but you get Leviticus 11 and 7.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine.
What's swine? What is swine? What's swine? Swine is pig. Swine is pig. Pork. You don't eat meat? Oh, you say you don't eat meat? Well, alright, you don't eat meat, but it's a sin to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You eat seafood? Yeah, you have to eat the lamb for Passover, though. Yeah, you can't get that deep, You was holding something? How'd you hold something? Yeah. You say you love the Most High, right? You eat seafood? Oh, yeah. Bring out Leviticus 11 and 9.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters and in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
Whatever have fins and scales. Salmon, perch, whiting, tuna. They got fins and scales.
Shalaki. Verse 10. And all that have not fins nor scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you.
So if it don't got fins and scales, it's an abomination. What we eat that don't got fins and scales that come out the water? Fins and scales. What our people eat. Shrimp, crab, lobster, mussels. What's another one? Clam. Squid, octopus, catfish. All those things don't got fins and scales. So it's an abomination. You're not supposed to eat it. So if you eat seafood, you can't eat no shrimp, crab, lobster, anything without fins and scales. It has to be salmon, whiting, perch, things like that. Now, you say you love the Most High, so we're going to bring this up.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
You see that? If you love them, keep the commandments. It's that simple, sister. That's red letters. That's Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus, speaking. Because his real name is Yahweh Shah. His real name is Yahweh Shah. Because the letter J was just invented. Like in his book, the 1611 KJV, it's an I. It's I-E-S-U-S. Because there's no J's. So how could his name be Jesus if when he was walking the earth, the letter J didn't even exist? The English language didn't even exist. He was speaking Hebrew. His Hebrew name is Yahweh Shah. Right, you got any questions? Alright, bring it up.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So it's not hard to put on the dress, keep the commandments. It's not hard to do that. Then you'll feel more feminine doing that. You put on the masculine spirit as a woman when you put on the dress. You know what I'm saying? Or put on the pants. Like you feel masculine when you do that. You got another precept you said? Oh yeah, bring it up.
This is John chapter 14, verse 21. He that have my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. He that loveth me shall slack it. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him.
Oh, praise. Yeah, you see that? So you go get the love of Yahweh Shah, Christ, and the Father if you keep the commandments. If you love him, you'll keep the commandments. Because he said he your God and nothing else. He delivered us out of Egypt. Man, he ain't have to do that. He could have just left us in slavery. He could have chose any nation he wanted to. But he chose us, man. From the foundation of the earth.
That's right.
You see that? So